Are you ready to be inspired? Are you ready to hear a message of hope? If so, join me, William F. Stiles, inspirational speaker, live right here every Friday morning on WOCA, 9:35 a.m. Learn how you are amazing right now, today. Learn to see how special you are. Join me Friday morning, 9:35 a.m.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.
He's a sharp-dressed man, and he's a smart candidate. And we've come to know Don Browning and his positions, and the way we know him is because he's been doing these radio interviews every Monday. And my goodness, he's really helped us understand this campaign a lot. He calls this segment "Bringing Common Sense Your Way." He's a U.S. Navy veteran, and he's got a lot of experience in a lot of different things. But right now, he's running for the Marion County Commission District 3 seat. And I think this is the last time you're doing this show. Am I right, Don?
Yes.
Good morning, Don.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good morning, you all. This is wow. I'm well. This is it's such a privilege. I just can't express, and I want to express to the viewers and to the listeners just how much a privilege this is, and how much a success it's been, regardless of the actual outcome. And certainly, if we can get a spot on the Marion County Commission for the voters of Marion County, it's going to be huge. And I'll talk about it today, but here we are, the end. I don't know if you can see that, but it's the
run
end.
Up to it, it's tomorrow's election day.
This is it. Tomorrow is election day. Ads, we've got ads out everywhere.
Is your race decided tomorrow?
It is going to be decided tomorrow.
Okay.
It will officially be decided, but there's a write-in. And the write-in, one of the candidates his supporters brought up a write-in. And that technique, what it does is it eliminates Democrats. It requires Democrats to have their own candidate. They have to. The party must run a candidate once someone else is in the race.
So will we be voting for you again in November?
Yes, you will finally get to vote for Don. November. You'll get a final shot, but there'll be no opposition.
I
really.
see.
It's just a token write-in. His name is Joe Brown, and it's, as a matter of fact, there's a couple of Joe Browns that have arrived.
Yeah.
So that's that story. So what I want to talk about is what I'm hearing in Marion County, in the real world, the reality shock of this voting season is people feel the number one issue is people feel they can't have an impact, that the deal is rigged, the government is too big, it's expanding. No matter what they do, they'll likely be punished in some regard. They're going to upset someone, they're going to lose their job, something bad's going to happen to them if they get involved. That's why it's incredibly important for a person like myself, who is retired. I've been very successful. I'm a Republican. I'm running in the Republican Party. This is a Republican issue, and it's for me to blaze the trail and bring out what's happening and why people feel this way. And they're right. They're absolutely right. It is rigged, and I got the top 10 list of why it's rigged.
Oh, good.
I don't know if that is exciting, but
that is exciting.
And number one, here's the difference. Here's the difference of the regular person. This is a young lady. Her name is Bridget Smith, and here's a competitor, and this one is like 65. Hi, folks.
Got a lot
this
of money
is like $65,000 plus. Many mailings. This is when you do it on $5,000 of your own money, self-funded. You see the difference, and we think that this one might win. So that's just incredible. All right, that's one. You've got to do business in Marion County. You got to be in Marion County to do business. I mean, this is sort of easy, but this is what's prevailing. Now, watch this. The top 10 reasons, number 10 is sort of like, what is it, Dave Leno?
Letterman.
Dave Letterman, or top one. You must live in the county to fund the race. You should live in the county. You don't. You don't. The money is flowing in from Levy, from Sumter, Lake, Hernando. It's just coming from all over the place, and they have an interest. Now, if you equate that to the United States, it'd be like the United Kingdom, the Euro folks, the China, Cuba, coming in and funding, say, our presidency. And boom, they'd have it. They'd own it. And it's all based on money. All right. The second thing, you need to live in a district to represent. Now, that doesn't happen, and people really feel disenfranchised. They feel as though you can live over in Dunellen but run in my district. So you win and then finally move over here. Well, what kind of representation is that?
Yeah, right.
I've got a young lady that doesn't live in my race. Okay, lovely people. Everybody in my race, by the way, is a great person. The system, though, is really rigged. They don't live, this particular person, one of the leading people, doesn't live in the district to run. Also, people don't realize, but districts, why even have a district if you can vote in all the districts? You don't have to live in the district to vote in the district.
Right.
It's so confusing, and it's so upsetting that you've got money flowing, you've got candidates coming in, you got money flowing to the candidates, then the candidate wins, it comes in. So it's just, it's fixed, it's rigged. It's kind of upsetting. All right. Number 6. I buzzed through number 9, 8, and 7.
I noticed that, yeah.
Okay. So number 6, this like compressed natural gas. All right. Statistically, nobody uses it. That's the kind of thing people say, well, why in the world? How nutty is it? I mean, if they're that nutty, why in the world would I think I could have an impact? Well, the way you get an impact is to get a trailblazer like Don Browning. That's one of the reasons why I'm unique. I'm bold, and I'm willing to go out, just pull it. Yes, we have to have fuel, but we don't need a government fuel program. We've got 500 gas stations out there. Let's just use them. Keep the warranties on the vehicles, that type of thing. All right, we're buzzed down to number 5. No husband and wife teams. I've had it. Now, if I'm on the commission and I'm on with a wife and I've got to lobby up to Tallahassee, and are you kidding me? And she's sleeping with the guy I'm lobbying every night. What is that? I mean, the people say, Don, it's fixed. What is that about? All right, no husband and wife team. And these are all discussion. Don can't do it alone, but I can sure bring it up and discuss it. All right, sinkholes, stormwater. We talked about that once. We will fix that thing. We can have grants. We do not put acid water on limestone underneath the city of Ocala. We just don't do that. That's not prudent. It's like pouring water on an Alka-Seltzer. It goes away.
Yeah.
You never want the bottom of Ocala to go out from underneath you. All right, the C&G thing, deputies and firemen. Now, what's the deal here? You can't live on $32,000. If you can't live on $32,000, you can't live on $21,000. That's the kind of jobs we're bringing to town. That's a mistake. What we have to do is have those jobs develop, and we need to be, it's like taking a girl to the dance. You can't pay. I mean, how sorry are you if you can't, like, get a date? You got to pay for the date. If these people won't come to town, we don't want them. Let them go to somewhere else. If the jobs are that poor. But if they've got enough to come to the table, I'm going to have some open discussions, and it's going to be in the sunshine. It's going to be in Marion County. If I'm on that board, it will be so exciting for the people, and we will not give out awards and accolades to the people that work for us for the first half of the meeting. Like, if you take off work and you buzz on down there and get a replacement, you're not going to, it's not going to be a kumbaya thing with your own people the whole time.
Right.
All right, that was number 3. Number 2, we're getting right down to it. The seal of the county, the star of the sheriff, the clerk of the court, our 5th district. You're not going to be able to give away the seal and let a company operate under our seal. Only the government should operate under the government seal. Now they gave it to this county economic partnership, and people are paying for the seal. Sorry, they're not really paying. They're just getting it for free. Number 1, we are going to rebid all of these things. These things are laying out there 10 years. Will you hush up? 10 years. So you get a 10-year contract. I mean, it's like the goofiest thing in the NFL. Even every year they have performance.
Yeah.
You know, they got to at least be able to, you know, maybe throw a football. Give me a break. No bid. And every month this thing comes in, and in the paper this morning that now they've got it's $1 billion, $500 million the county commission, $500 million on the school board. They're both on the board. The logo is on top of that. We've got our county clerk, our chief financial officer on the board of this county economic partnership. I mean, how can it fail? It's funded. It has the authority. I mean, give me a break. And no bids. No bids, folks. There's the problem. We want an RFP coming out doesn't it make sense?
It does.
An RFP every time. It's a request for proposal. Because there's a lot of folks. I was just in Dunellen. They said, we're a redheaded stepchild over here. What's the matter with our Chamber of Commerce?
I hate that expression, by the way.
What is that? Redheaded stepchild.
I just
all right,
hate
good.
that expression.
Well, you're not a stepchild. No problem. So, if we've got 20 programs, this is the kind of thing we'll discuss. If we're giving away $20,000 in a seal, suppose we cut that seal into some parts. Maybe if we want to give the sheriff's badge to somebody and make it like Rent-A-Cop, well, let's cut the tips off this star, and let's give one to 5 different companies. I mean, it's so ridiculous. I love to take it to the absolute ridiculous nature, because that's the way the people feel. They feel as though it's ridiculous. How can they compete if our government seal goes to a private company?
Exactly.
You've made some really good points, Don, and you wrapped up your last show with like a stick of dynamite right there. that was awesome. I'm going to miss these visits with you every month.
Well, I'll come visit with you. I will come. I'll give you that.
And let me talk to that just for a second, because I have said this as long as I've done radio, that we see all the candidates before Election Day, and then when they're elected, they disappear. You are invited.
Think how exciting this would be. So we have a major issue that is over the entire county. Is really everybody's thinking, and they're all trying to do their best. Now, everybody really does have a good spirit. Even the scoundrels. Even Jesse James, when he's robbing a train, thought he was doing right. You know, like maybe he was entitled. Maybe not so much. Well. Anyhow, we'll let that analogy slide. But when something of real importance is taking place, what better medium is there than to get on the radio and talk to the folks and say, come on, bring it.
You can talk, and they can talk to you.
We want to hear from you. We want your ideas. We cannot do it ourselves. Don Browning on the commission is only like a light. It's like a lighthouse. I can't drive the ship. I can't do all the components to it, but I can be there for the people. And I'm old.
Well, we want you.
I'm only going to be there maybe 4 years. If the Lord is willing, and I could do one more 4 years, like time's running out. I'll be up in my 80s. Well, what the heck? I'm still maybe driving my race car. I'm still maybe a county commissioner. I'm still maybe flying an airplane. You know, I don't know what I'll be doing, but the Lord willing, I will represent the people, and I am by far the best choice. I mean, it's not even close, and it's subjective on my part, but Lord have mercy. I'm just telling you.
I think so. Don, we love you. Thank you for doing what you're doing, and please come in regularly. You don't have to do it every week, but whatever fits the agenda, so that the people know what's going on.
Excellent.
If you're elected, good luck on everything. You do have a website you want to share with us?
Yes, votedonbrowning.com, and Don Browning. Just get out there. Just Google Don Browning. You'll get it. It's for the people. How exciting! Go to the Star Banner. Go to the Star Banner. Boom! You'll get Don Browning. Click on it. Just bang. Go.
Don, thank you for all you've done for us. You've really given us a great Monday each Monday. So thank you for this segment. We will take a little break and be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident on this Monday. Intervals of cloud.